So guys, let's start. I believe we have enough people here. Okay, so good morning everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, Aditya, you're audible.
Okay. So good morning everyone. I hope you are all feeling fantastic today because we have a truly exciting and insightful webinar in store for you. My name is Aditya and I'm delighted to be your host for this special event. Today we are diving into the world of sports, fitness, and the incredible power they hold in transforming our lives. We have a remarkable guest speaker with us, a true enthusiast and advocate for martial arts and fitness, Ms. Vanshika Fulara. Vanshika's journey is nothing short of an extraordinary, exemplifying dedication, perseverance, and an unyielding passion for martial arts. At the remarkably young age of 2, she embarked on a journey that would shape her life in profound ways. Guided and supported by her father, she delved into the world of Taekwondo, marking the inception of an incredible path towards excellence. Over the course of a decade, she has dedicated countless hours to perfecting the art of Taekwondo. In the year 2020, her unwavering commitment bore fruit as she achieved the remarkable milestone of earning her first black belt, a testament to her exceptional talent and indomitable spirit. What sets her journey apart is her ability to break stereotypes, proudly standing as the sole female student in a school to hold the prestigious black belt in Taekwondo. Her story is a powerful reminder that gender should never be a barrier to pursuing one's dreams. But her journey extends far beyond personal achievements. Vanshika is not just a martial artist, but a formidable competitor as well. She has showcased her skills in numerous competitions, accumulating a wealth of medals in various weight categories and pattern representations. Her triumphs in events like the Delhi State Taekwondo Championship and the National ITF Championship in Gujarat have left an enduring mark in the world of martial arts. In 2023, she made her mark on the international stage by securing a gold medal at the South Asian ITF Championship. Beyond her individual accomplishments, she is also a certified coach and martial arts trainer, actively involving in organizing various Taekwondo championships across Delhi. Her commitment to nurturing the growth and development of young martial artists in the region is evident through her role on the managing committee. With her incredible journey and profound expertise in Taekwondo, she serves not only as a role model for aspiring martial artists but also as a living embodiment of the values of hard work, determination, dedication that transcend the boundaries of sports and life. So please join me in extending a warm and enthusiastic welcome to our remarkable guest speaker, Ms. Vanshika Fulara.
Uh,
Vanshika,
Thank you so much, Aditya. I'm just overwhelmed with this introduction of mine. And I'm also overwhelmed with the responses that I'm having on the chat and the reactions that I'm getting. So it is just lovely to be here. And first of all, I want to thank everybody in your council, the entire Dhyanchan Sports Council, IIT Madras, for giving me such a great opportunity. I think being in college and addressing college students, it is something that anyone would have dreamed of. And this is something like a dream come true. So I think Aditya has nothing, you left nothing for me to introduce myself, but still I'm going to take a moment and introduce myself. So hi everybody, this is Vanshika Fulara. I am a first degree black belt in ITF Taekwondo. Talking about myself, my journey has been extremely full of roller coaster rides. When I was born, I was my father always wanted a daughter because he always wanted to show the world that women are no less than anybody else. He has okay, so the picture that is there on the frame, the one who's in the short height man, he's my father. He's always been an inspiration to me. He's always been the one who's supported me in life, and the reason I am a part of Taekwondo right now is because of my dad. When I was born and I was 2 years old, हम चलना सीखते हैं. मेरे डैड ने मुझे किक्स एंड पंचेस करना सिखा दिया था. So when I was born, people around me used to say This girl is born with kicks and punches. So the blood says, the blood calls out Taekwondo in me. And talking about my achievements, I think everybody knows. So I've been doing Taekwondo since I was 2 years old. So I think it's more than a decade that I've been practicing it. And it's not only me, it's my brother who is practicing, it's my mother who is a part of, she's a Taekwondo coach, and my father and my entire family is into this. So we're taking the family blood forward. And more talking about my achievements, I have achieved a lot of medals, a lot of trophies, but moreover, more than any trophy or any medal, what I have achieved in my life is respect, is discipline, and a lot of perseverance in my life that has not only helped me in achieving or maintaining a balanced life, but a lot of precision. Today, I stand here. I am currently placed in a company. I am working. I have a good background of study. So I think being a part of taekwondo, मेरा जो taekwondo की जर्नी है उसने सिर्फ मेरे को एज अ पर्सन डेवलप किया है, मेरी स्किल्स को डेवलप किया. एंड आई थिंक एवरीबडी हु इज आउट हियर, आई वुड से दिस ऑन टॉप ऑफ माई वॉइस कि इसकी कोई एज नहीं है. You can start it at the age of 3 when you were a little kid, and you can join and continue till the age of 60s, 70s. My father is currently 45 years old. He'll be turning 46 the next year, and still he is an amazing martial artist. And his goal is to empower the entire country with this martial art, because I think this martial art is something that everybody should know. So I think the Q&A sessions, whatever your questions are, keep that in your mind. We will be taking all the questions in the last Q&A, and I want everybody to be very enthusiastic. Also, one fun fact, I want you all to listen to me. I'm going to make it very interactive. You can be very interactive on the chat. Whatever I'm saying, I'm going to take a 5 minutes quiz session. So it's going to be just 5 minutes, and whatever I said, I will be checking like, are you guys listening to me, or was I boring or not? So, okay, so we're going to start. Aditya, can we go to the next slide?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what is Taekwondo? हमने हमेशा से ये सुना है कि अपनी प्रोटेक्शन बहुत जरूरी है. There comes the role of Taekwondo. मैं आज Taekwondo सीखती हूँ. I walk in streets, I walk in the roads at night, in the morning, being fearless. क्योंकि मुझे ये आर्ट आता है. ये आर्ट एक अनआर्म्ड कॉम्बैट आर्ट है जो आपको आपके सेल्फ डिफेंस में काम करता है. You can refer to the slide. It is a scientific use of body in the method of self defense. आप अपने आप को कैसे, या आप अपना सेल्फ डिफेंस कैसे कर सकते हैं, वो आपकी ऐसे हेल्प करता है. Now when we break the word taekwondo, how do we break it? So tie means jumping or flying and kicking. That means जो tie word है, हम जब tie word की बात करते हैं, जब हम kick करते हैं, हम अपने foot से smash करते हैं, that is tie. Then when we talk about con, the word con means punch with the fist to destroy with hand. Now this is a fist. How do we make a fist? We have a palm, we close our fingers, lock it with a thumb, and this is a fist. तो हम fist से मारते हैं. That is what con means. Now do means an art or a way. तो जब हम तीनों वर्ड्स को कंबाइन करते हैं, हमें क्या पता चलता है? That it is a martial art that will... Okay, so the questions that you are giving in the chat box, I will take it later on in the Q&A session. I'm very thankful that you're asking such questions, but I will take it in the last Q&A session. Okay, so coming down to the entire word. तो tie का मतलब होता है आप अपने फुट का यूज करते हो. कॉन का मतलब होता है कि आप अपने हाथ का यूज करते हो. और डो का मतलब होता है कि it is an art. So when we join the word together, it means it is an art of using your hands and legs. Okay, तो ये हो गया बेसिक taekwondo के बारे में. अब you guys can see I am wearing a dress. So when I talk about my dress, it is one of the most significant part of Taekwondo. In the picture, you can also refer. There is a dress which has an upper, a belt, and a lower. This is an extremely comfortable dress, which helps you in fighting, which helps you to be comfortable. I can wear this dress the entire day. It is so comfortable. And this dress is a significance. We believe in uniformity. No matter whatever belt you are, no matter how old you are, when we come to the stage of Taekwondo, हम सब बराबर होते हैं when we wear this dress. And I swear to God, being a part of this community, when I stand in like at any place, मैं देखती हूँ ना किसी ने dress पहनी, I become very happy कि कोई अपना मिल गया. And moreover, this is like a family. If you come and if you join us, we are like a family. We try to build more relation than teaching you. Our entire goal is कि हम सिर्फ आपको सिखाए ही नहीं, हम आपको एक ऐसे पाथ पे ले जाएं आपकी लाइफ में जहाँ पर nobody can break out things, nobody can destroy you as an individual. So I have my some personal stories that I would share with you. When I was in my 20s, अभी मेरा 20s चल रहा, तो मैं अभी बहुत सारे इंटरव्यूज के लिए प्रिपेयर करी थी. So sure, I would make sure that I'll make it in English, because I think there are people who would understand more, like equally. So I'll make sure I'll talk in English and Hindi both. So when I was in my 20s, I was going through a lot of interviews. I was going through a lot of group discussion rounds and everything. I saw a lot of failure. I was rejected. I was not taken into account. My interviews didn't go well. But one thing that stood me strong was the ability to fight every odd of my life. When we stand in an opponent, जब हमें किसी रिंग में खड़े होते हैं, हम अपने opponent को देखते हैं. I have experienced the same feeling, exactly same feeling, when I was giving my interview. That the interviewer is my opponent, and I just have to destroy the opponent with my words, with my answers. And that's what Taekwondo has helped me in. It has always been a very important part of my life, जहाँ पर it has just helped me कि मैं अपनी लाइफ में जो भी कर रही हूँ, it is somewhere related to Taekwondo. Now, let's talk about the grading system in our Taekwondo. So we start from the first belt, that is white belt. अगर you're an individual and you are joining, हम आपको एक white belt देते हैं. We give you a white belt, and the white belt is the significance of a beginner, that you don't have any previous knowledge of Taekwondo and you are stepping into the world of Taekwondo. Then the belt goes like white, yellow, green, blue, red, and black. And now I have attained black belt in the period of Corona, when people were lying on their beds and they was enjoying their dalgona coffees and their golgappas and everything. I was working hard for my black belt. I was taking my black belt test. We used to go to the parks behind and practice, because I thought that this is an opportunity for me. COVID has an opportunity for everybody. तो किसने कितनी अपॉर्चुनिटी रीप करी? I turned myself into a black belt during COVID. And black, when we come to the black belt, black is opposite to white. That means you have attained maturity, you've attained proficiency, and you are impervious of the darkness. What is the significance of that black? That no darkness can beat you now. And I literally would put my words forward and say that Aj, if I've attained black belt, I've not just attained this belt, but I've also attained a lot and lot of opportunities. So just to I just to check whether it is boring or not, can anybody tell me what is the first belt? When we enter Taekwondo, what is the first belt?
White belt.
That is lovely. I'm overwhelmed with the responses. Okay. And what is the last belt?
Black belt.
Very quick. There is this person who's switching on the mic and speaking. I appreciate that. Thank you for an interactive session. Okay. Now, there is one more thing. When we become a black belt, it is not the end of the journey. We have 8 dens from that. For example, currently I am black belt first degree. So I am black belt first degree. I have to reach to the path of 8th den. To become a grandmaster, I have to attain 8th dan black belt. So if we think that we have achieved black belt, we are done with the journey, no. We still have years and years and years of learning in this scope, in this martial art. Okay, we go to the next slide, Aditya. Okay, this is one of the. Is it helpful for interview? Okay, so benefits of inculcating martial art in your life. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me later because my suddenly my eyes goes to the question and then I want to answer it. So I will be taking all your questions. Note it down. I will definitely take it. I am not going anywhere. Okay, now we go to the next part. What is the benefits of inculcating martial art in your life? Not specifically Taekwondo, but any martial art that we have in our life has a lot of benefits. First benefit, it improves your physical fitness and conditioning. Today's world, when I'm an individual, I'm 20 years old. When we believe in the concept of having momos, pizzas, and noodles, even I do that. There's nothing wrong in that. So when we believe in the concept of having momos, pizzas, noodles, Pepsi, everything, we should not stop anything. What is important is how you maintain your life with all the junk, all the Netflix and chill. And for that, what is important is a martial art. Why should we consider a martial art in our life? हम क्यों martial art को consider करें इतना? क्योंकि because martial art सिर्फ आपकी skills को develop नहीं कर रहा है, वो आपकी fitness को भी कर रहा है. So when I talk about how I take my classes or when my father takes my class, how does he take? So it's a routine. We start with a jogging of 15 minutes, which is cardio. Then what do? We do warm-up exercise. We do stretching exercise to open our hands, to open our legs. And next, we do our punch practice, kicking practice, and everything. So it is inculcating your fitness in one way or the other. Then it helps in enhancing your self-discipline and self-control. Mind me, guys, we have our classes in every alternate day of the week. That means either it's an MWF, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And we have fixed timings. So there is this disciplined set pattern. Like I gave my example of how I practiced in COVID. When people were lying on their beds, we were getting up in the morning. I swear, my father used to wake me up in the COVID days at 8 a.m. and used to ask us to do yoga, go for practice, do your kicks and punches, open your hands and legs. And people in their COVID had a massive weight gains. लोग मोटे हो गए थे, बहुत massive weight gain हो गया था. People were facing a lot of health problems. But here, on the opposite hand, I was fit. In 2022, my weight was 45. 2023, till date, I have maintained my weight. It's like 45, 46, 47, hardly. So that is the importance. Then enhancing your focus and concentration. So when we talk about Taekwondo, when you divide, we have Taekwondo of two types. One is skilled set of patterns that we do, and the other is fight. When there are two opponents and they are fighting with either, that is called sparring in Korean. So when we're doing that sparring, I'm standing here, my opponent is standing right in front of me. To tackle him, to know what would be his next move, how should I tackle him, how should I combat him, क्या लगता है? Focus, concentration, ये सब चीजें लगती हैं. And सबसे important is you learning self-defense skills. And the next very important thing is that, there is a kind of stress relief, a mental relief. How is it more important? कैसे ये आप stress relief और mental relief होता है? कि you're getting up in the morning, you know that you have a class at 6. You make friends. And the Taekwondo community, you can refer to the picture. This is just a little photo of my Taekwondo community. It's a very big photo. So I'm sitting there There is an entire team of more than 200 people, and every person in this community stands together, united with each other. We come to the class, we just don't do practice and go home. We talk, we share about our life journeys, we go for lunches, we go for tea breaks, we go for trips. So, this is something that helps me in relaxing my mind, relieving my mind. Then, also, there is a promotion of respect and humility. I'm here. Aditya gave an enthusiastic introduction of mine. And the amount of respect I have achieved from here, from him, is because of my martial art. So it is all evident that yes, this martial art is helping me in attaining self respect, in attaining humility. Then there is a very strong work ethic that is developed. Very strong. And the last, it is a very fun and engaging activity. कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है, let two people stand, wear our guards, and we are fighting. And we are fighting not to hurt each other, but to, enhance our skills. Can we go to the next slide, Aditya? Okay, now here comes a very important part. I have also made notes for you. So I will be referring to that notes to, talk to you. Now, what is theory of power? Taekwondo is an art which just does not involve physical training, but it also involves how scientifically we inculcate this art. You guys are from the, I guess everybody is maximum of you from the science background. This is going to interest you all a lot. So we have few theory of power that is somewhere related to various laws of science, various gravitational laws, various Newton law that you would relate. So when I talk about theory of power, the first theory of power, can we go to the next slide, Aditya? Okay, so here you can see the 5 elements of Taekwondo. One is equilibrium, concentration, reaction force, mass, and breath control. The consequent names we have with those words are their Korean names, because Taekwondo is a Korean martial art. ये कोरियन मार्शल आर्ट है जो कोरिया से डिराइव किया गया है, एंड Taekwondo was formed on 11th April, and the founder of Taekwondo was General Choi Hong Hee. He was a very, very, very respectable person in today's date. Be its birthday, be his the founding date of Taekwondo. आप लोगों के लिए भगवान वो है जो टाइक्वांडो करते हैं, उनके लिए वो भगवान है, बिकॉज ही इज द फाउंडर ऑफ टाइक्वांडो. ओके, कैन वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड? ओके, रिएक्शन फोर्स. व्हाट इज रिएक्शन फोर्स? एनीबॉडी इन द चैट बॉक्स, रिएक्शन फोर्स क्या होता है? न्यूटन का क्या लॉ है जो रिएक्शन फोर्स से हम रिलेट करते हैं? डू नॉट लुक इनटू द स्लाइड. व्हाट इज द थर्ड लॉ ऑफ न्यूटन सेज?
Every action has equal and opposite reaction.
Exactly. So every action has an equal and opposite reaction. अब ये कैसे काम करता है? For example, I am pushing something. When I push something, if I'm pushing something, the entire force is also in front of me, is also pushing me back. So every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So therefore, what this law says कि अगर हम किसी को पुश कर रहे हैं तो सेम टाइम पर हमें वो चीज वापस से फोर्स पुश करेगी. Okay, so what is important is that you utilize your opponent's force in your favor. For example, if your opponent is coming towards you and banging you with a force, utilize that force. You know that if your opposition is coming with the force of 90 kgs of weight and banging you, you still have that to put him forward. He's coming towards you, you use it and you put it back. Okay, so this is a reaction force. So when two forces, that means your force and the other person's force, is combined together, the force that you are putting on the other person is a massive force. And when that massive force is applied on the other person is destroyed. तो वो कहते हैं ना, there is this saying that just don't use your muscle powers, Sometimes all you have to use is a combination of your muscle power and your brain. We now go to the next part. That is, Aditya, can we go to the next slide? Yeah. Concentration. Concentration is very important. Why is it important? Because I'm looking into the eyes of the opponent. To just know what is opponent's next move, I need to be concentrated. When we sit in an arena, I will share my personal experience. You have seen Chichore. Have everybody seen the movie Chichore?
Yes.
Yes.
So there's a scene in Chijore when a thousand of people around there are cheering and distracting the person. And let me tell you, that is for real. We do it to distract the other opponent. The other opponent does that to destroy us. And that is something very destroying. So what is important is concentration. जितना आप concentrated होकर आप उस चीज को एक अपने ओपोनेंट को देखोगे, अपने ओपोनेंट के नेक्स्ट टिप्स को देखोगे, उतना ही जरूरी है कि कंसंट्रेशन लेवल आपका बढ़ता ही जाए. अब जैसे हाउ डू आई गेट टू नो दैट वो वहां से क्या मार रहा है? मैं उसके स्टांस के साथ देखूंगी, मैं उसके हैंड मूवमेंट्स देखूंगी, एंड आई हैव टू बी जस्ट स्टिक देयर टू योर टारगेट. ओके, एंड द अदर पार्ट ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन सेज that you have to concentrate आप कौन से पार्ट पर you are putting your force. For example, this is my hand. अगर मैं अपने हाथ को ऐसे मारूंगी तो ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट ही नहीं आएगा. बट अगर मेरा ये टारगेट है, मैंने ये अपने हाथ का सिर्फ इतना हिस्सा, एक छोटा सा एरिया को टारगेट ले लिया, अपनी फिस्ट बनाए एंड आई एम बैंगिंग इट, तो फोर्स जब कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड जगह पर लगता है तो बहुत ज्यादा तेज लगता है. So this is what concentration says. When you apply the entire concentration at a particular place, it bangs on very fast and it is very effective. We go to the next slide. Equilibrium. Okay, now what is equilibrium? It is balance. Balance सबसे ज़्यादा important है. Be it your work-life balance, be it your balance in your relationship with your father, your brother, or anybody else, be it anything, your diet balance, your work-life balance, कुछ भी. Balance is important. There comes the role of Taekwondo. देखो आप can you all just relate कि जो Taekwondo है ये कितना natural form of art है कि आप अपने हर लाइफ के उस पर देख सकते हो उसे. कि जैसे मैंने थ्योरी की बात करी, मैंने रिएक्शन फोर्स की बात करी, मैंने उसकी बात करी. सो ये सब बहुत नॉर्मल है हमारी डे टू डे लाइफ का, बस हमने इसको एक आर्ट में लगा दिया. नाउ वी मूव टू इक्विलिब्रियम. ओके गाइस, honestly I'm from the commerce background. I am not good with the formulas and anything of your science. All I know is what Taekwondo has taught me. So yeah, so we come to the equilibrium part. Now what do you mean by equilibrium? When you kick somebody, you've taken a point. What is next after that? What if you fall? What if you're not able to maintain balance? There where balance is important. आपने उसे मार तो दिया, बट उसके बाद आप बैलेंस ही नहीं मेंटेन कर पाए तो आपके मारने का क्या फायदा हुआ? You would anyways lose the point. So it is important to maintain equilibrium. Let's refer to the slide. Balance is crucial for effective offense and defense. Now, for example, I'm juggling my feet. I'm juggling my feet so fast that I tend to lose my balance and I fall. And once you fall, you get a foul, which is not a good sign for you. So it is important for you, not only for you to offense, but for also to defense. Now, what is an offense and a defense? If I am punching you, I am an offender. And if I'm defending the punch, or if I'm defending somebody is attacking me, that is a defense. Now we go to the next thing. Maintaining static stability throughout the dynamic stability. This is very important. For example, I am jumping. Okay, I'm juggling my feet. I have to make sure that I'm standing at a particular place with my body straight up while I'm moving my body. वही होता है कि आपको एक स्टैटिक स्टेबिलिटी के साथ एक डायनामिक स्टेबिलिटी को मेंटेन करना बहुत जरूरी है. Now, adjust the center of gravity to enhance balance. Now, what is center of gravity? Center of gravity is you standing straight, shoulders impact, legs straight. तो आपकी सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी मेंटेन्ड रहनी चाहिए, अदरवाइज इट विल लीड टू fall in the equilibrium, fall in the balance. Okay, now we go to the next slide. Now, breath control. This has a very, very, very important part in our Taekwondo. Breath, stamina and power. हम अपनी ब्रेथ से अपना स्टैमिना और अपना पावर कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. कंट्रोल ब्रेथ अफेक्ट स्टैमिना एंड पावर. व्हेन यू आर जंपिंग, जब आप दो लोग फाइट कर रहे होते हैं, या बी इट एनीथिंग, या हम स्ट्रीट में भी लुक एट पीपल फाइटिंग, व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप अपनी ब्रेथ को कैसे कंट्रोल करते हो. सो in Taekwondo, what do we do? Before we release our punch or a kick, we hold on the breath. Hold, and then release. So with the flow of your punch or with the flow of your kick, you release your breath. What happens because of that? Once you use your punch and your kick along with the breath, power increases, your stamina is maintained, and you are able to prevent any breathing loss of breath or loss of consciousness. So we refer to the slide now. It helps in control breathing, stamina and power, stopping breath on impact and prevent loss of consciousness. When you are in any, okay, so let's remove Taekwondo and let's come to normal life. When you're doing any physical fitness activity, so it is very important for you to have a breath control. आप ब्रेथ कंट्रोल बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आप ब्रेथ ही छोड़ दोगे तो फिर आप तो एक्टिविटी करने के बात ही नहीं है. सो स्टॉपिंग योर ब्रेथ, मेंटेनिंग योर ब्रेथ. सो यू exhale, so you sharply exhale power and slow inhale, prepare for the next move. You inhale, prepare for your move, exhale with your move, and again get back to your breath. So breath is very important. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, now mass. This is something very important. Now, what is mass? Mathematically, we see that the maximum kinetic energy or the force is obtained from maximum body weight and speed. So all the science students out here, जितना kinetic energy आपका तभी रिलीज होता है जब maximum body weight और speed आपस में combine करते हैं. Now, why do we need kinetic energy? क्यों चाहिए होती है हमें kinetic? Anybody? Why do we need kinetic energy?
To move.
Exactly. So kinetic energy is that energy that helps you in the movement. तो इसीलिए when two people are either in their self defense, in your fitness or anywhere, or they are in a fight, kinetic energy is important. तो आप जो kinetic energy है और आपका जो force है, जो weight है और आपका जो force है, जब वो एक साथ बनता है, when it combines together, it releases maximum kinetic energy that helps you in defending or destroying the opponent. So let's refer to the slide. Your increased body weight during a stride. Now there are ways. For example, this is me. This is the lower part of my body. Now when I jerk my lower body, jerk it, the force and my body weight is combining together, and when I'm hitting, so the force is increasing, my body weight is increasing, thus my kinetic energy is increasing, and there the force that is coming is at maximum. Now, Taekwondo's power lies in mastering these 5 elements. Now, the principle remains relevant in the modern age as well. So, all these principles that I have told you is very relevant in the modern age. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah. I just missed on the speed part. Speed is also important. Like when I say weight, your kinetic energy, speed, force, all these are very important. And let me tell you, all these are extremely, extremely important, not just for Taekwondo, but for every fitness activity you do in the modern age, or even if you go 20 years behind or 20 years forward, it is important. Let's go. Okay, let's talk about the training secrets. Training secrets क्या होते हैं हमारे? When we enter into Taekwondo, हम क्या ऐसे secrets use करते हैं What are the secrets that we use जिससे we become a good martial artist? Okay, so the first training secret is to study the theory of power thoroughly. Whatever I've told you behind, that is the theory of power, scientific theory of power. To understand the purpose of each and every movement clearly. Why am I rotating my legs? Why am I punch when I'm giving a fist punch to you? Why my hands are locked in between this thumb? So these, it is very important to understand. To use appropriate attacking tool. Now, what is an appropriate attacking tool? You cannot hit anybody. For example, I have a bone here, right? Now, if I'm going to smash my hands like this on this bone, it's not going to hurt the other person, but it's going to hurt me because the other person has a bone. It would hardly matter. But I have a hand here, which is a very soft part. So it is important for you to understand कि आप कौन सी जगह पर क्या टूल मार रहे हैं, किस टूल को यूज कर रहे हैं. Then we go to the next, that is to create a sine wave during the movement. I think sine wave, everybody from the science background, what is a sine wave? That is a wave that moves like this, up and down and up and down. So that up and down force of your body helps you in, what does it helps in? It helps in taking the body energy from the ground and pushing it back to the opponent. To exhale briefly at the moment of each blow except a connecting motion. Your breath control is very important. You inhale, you exhale. So it entirely depends, the entire martial art depends on the breath control. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, now self-defense technique. This is a very favorite part of mine. I personally believe that, has anybody encountered a situation where you were, grabbed by people when you thought that I wish I could know self-defense? Anybody? Any guy?
Always.
Any boy? Any girl? Okay. So there are a lot of people.
Always, always.
Always. Okay, always is the answer. I think from once we are here, once I tell you certain tricks and tips, you won't be able to, you just show that self-defense trick and then you just move out. Okay. So what is a self-defense? Self matlab apna, defense matlab apne aap ko protect karna. So self-defense techniques. There are a lot of people. I personally believe that self-defense is not only important for a girl, but for a guy as well. There are cases when people come and rob you, when people come and snatch you, when people come and try to irritate you. So what self-defense techniques we use? When we used to have school time fights, yes, definitely. I never had school time fights because they all knew that, I do Taekwondo. My dad was in my school, so they never messed with me. So it's like, we don't mess with her, because if we go and mess with her, it's not only she who's going to come and beat us, it's the father who's also going to come and beat. So yeah, खौफ का माहौल रहता था बहुत ज़्यादा ही. That's very true. So that used to be a very, environment in my school. I had a lot of friends in my school who always supported me, and till date also the friends in my college also know that she is a martial artist. They support me, they help me out in my college also. So I have this. I stand in a group of friends, and there are guys who are passing by and they say that, oh यार इससे तो taekwondo आता है, अच्छा आप black belt हो. So they like, एक खौफ का माहौल बना रहना चाहिए. But anyways, I'm open to friendship. I am open to a very good communication with anybody, unless anybody messes up with me. So okay. So what are the self-defense techniques? I'm not gonna go very technical. I will take a very short time in self-defense technique. I think if I get another chance with you guys, I would definitely go deep inside to the technical stuff. What self-defense basic techniques I'll tell you. So now there are few parts in my body which is very important for you to understand कि weak parts होते हैं. ठीक है? सबसे पहला weak part is this part, the neck part, the side neck part. So what happens here? This part of your body, you take your two fingers, everybody, take your two fingers, touch your, you would feel कि आप जैसे से breathe कर रहे हो ना, वही काउंट्स आपके इधर आ रही है, सेम काउंट्स. Do you all agree with me? So here, whenever a person is alive, or if anybody is dead or conscious or anything, we take our two fingers and check out here, right? So when we check out here, so this is one of the most critical part of your body. So if I take my fingers or if I take my hand and I press this very hard, if I take a slide knife hand and if I choke anybody here with my hands, if anybody is grabbing me from behind, Aditya, if you could please check, there's a lot of disturbance in the background. Yeah. So if anybody comes and holds you from behind or they tries to grab you and you know that it is a danger for me and they're trying to hit me, take your hand, smash that person here with your hands, and the next best thing is run away. What is important at that point of time is, I would personally say कि हम आपको सेल्फ डिफेंस क्यों सिखाते हैं. लेट्स टॉक प्रैक्टिकली. हम आपको सेल्फ डिफेंस क्यों सिखाते हैं? इसलिए सिखाते हैं ताकि आप जिस सिचुएशन में हो ना, उस सिचुएशन से बाहर आ जाओ. वी डोंट आस्क यू टू if the person is coming to rob you, you like अब तो मैं ऐसे मारूंगा, अब तो मैं ऐसे वो करूंगा. नहीं. No. Your main priority at that point of time should be your safety. आप अपने आप को कितना सेफ कर सकते हो? आपने उसे मारा, you hit with the person here, make that person unconscious and run for your life and ask for help. Okay, that is important. Skills दिखाने के लिए हमारे competitions होते हैं. Life में जो भी है, अगर आपको पता है a danger is coming, you're not going to invite danger अपने पास. नहीं, अपने आप को बचाओ, self defense करो and move. You can use your elbow to smash somebody on their face. वो आपके पास आ रहा है, उसने आपका हाथ पकड़ा, उसका हाथ अपने नीचे गया, smash this part. I'll just show you. This. Can you see the peak in my elbow? If I'm going to smash anybody with my elbow, I think that person will be unconscious for good 20 minutes. This part. Now let's come to the next very important part. The underarm. Underarm is a very important and very crucial part of your body. अगर आप किसी को you take your two fingers, smash that person's underarms. I think that's very gross. But if you want to save yourself, you find that person is trying to attack you. Take two fingers, just attack it on the underarms, because underarm has a nerve that controls your consciousness. तो वो आपकी conscious की nerve को break कर देगा. And as soon as आपकी conscious की nerve break हो जाएगी, that person will become unconscious. Okay, we go. Okay, what is an underarm? An underarm is, this is my arm, the part here. This is underarm. Okay, ये आपका arm है, ये चीज आपका underarm है. Okay, now the next part is the groin of a guy. What do you understand by groin? Groin is the lower abdomen part. This is for all the men, all the women who are coming to attack, or if you're facing any attack. So, अगर आपको पता है that you are short in height, you're not able to match the height of the person, attack the person with the groin. Just you take your knees. This is a man. This lower abdomen part has the groin of a person. I take my knee and I hit on the groin of a person. And I think the men out here can feel the pain. I hope you're able to know what I'm trying to say. So you hit the men, you hit the men with on its groin. And when you hit the men on the groin, there is a pain that is exerted and that person becomes unconscious. And once that person becomes unconscious, run. मौत better, exactly. इससे better तो मौत है, तो इसलिए हम ये self defense techniques बताते हैं. So these are little self defense techniques that I had for you, and I would want to conduct an entire because this is an online webinar. I wouldn't be able to explain you more. When we conduct self defense webinars, we make you do it. We explain you and you do it for us. Now let's refer to this picture on the slide. On this picture, there is a person who's coming to attack the other person with hands. So there are only 2-3 steps. You go to, let's start with the next question. Go on to the side, just put him back, hit him on your elbow, on his consciousness. He will fall, and you are safe. So in the last order, the person is standing right here. But what you have to do is you have to run. Just save your life. What is important for you to is just save your life. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, मैंने बहुत taekwondo बात कर लिया. Let's talk about basic physical activities. I think everybody here is in any sports, in any activity. So I want to know from each and everybody, what sports are you involved in? What all sports are you all involved in? In the middle, I
Football.
get water.
Football.
Football, cricket, gym. Okay. I've
Basketball.
seen this combination where people go gym and basketball together. That is nice. A few friends of mine are also. Yoga, bus cricket, ludo.
Yoga is the daily routine.
Yoga, that's lovely. Swimming, badminton. Okay. सबवे सफर्स भी खेल सकते हो यार. वो भी आपकी कंसंट्रेशन स्किल्स ही बढ़ाते हैं, पर ज्यादा नहीं. खो. Okay. That means everybody out here are playing some sport or the other. तो मैं किसी से पूछना चाहूंगी कि do you think that regular physical sports जरूरी है या नहीं? Anybody could answer.
बिल्कुल
Yes,
जरूरी
ma'am.
है. It's very important.
If we are
It is necessary.
working in,
And why do you think it is necessary? Why do you think? क्यों है जरूरी?
For practice, so that we can play more
For
better.
health,
for productivity, ma'am. And maybe when we do work,
Okay.
it gives us like
it's keep us healthy and
more mind,
To activate the body.
Okay.
like focus power also.
Okay. I am really extremely overwhelmed with the responses that you all are giving. Okay, so we go सबसे पहले physical benefits. Physical benefits तो सबको पता है कि हाँ हम weight control कर सकते हैं. We can manage our weights, manage our energy levels. Cardiovascular health. Cardiovascular health क्या होती है? आपका heart healthy रहता है, आपका blood flow अच्छे से रहता है. These are cardiovascular health. Now mental benefits. Post COVID 2020 के बाद एक सर्वे था जिसमें मैंने देखा कि out of every 10 students, there are 5 people who are experiencing or who are suffering from anxiety, stress, depression, and a lot of mental health. तो जब आप एक कमरे में बंद रहते हो ना, तो आपका जो दिमाग है वो वैसा ही बनता जाता है. इसीलिए स्पोर्ट्स बहुत जरूरी है. यू गो आउट इन फ्रेश एयर, यू डू रनिंग, यू डू. आई ऑनेस्टली टेल यू, जब आप कॉलेज में है ना, अभी कॉलेज के बाद व्हेन यू गो टू योर कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ, यू एक्सपीरियंस योर वर्क लाइफ, बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस को मेंटेन करना. पर जब आप इस चीज को अपनी आदत बना देते हो, यू मेक दिस हैबिट, सो इट विल बी सो इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू कि यार मुझे आज करना है यार. अगर मैंने आज ये नहीं किया तो फिर तो मेरा दिन ही नहीं वो होगा. सो इट विल रिड्यूस योर स्ट्रेस, एंजाइटी, हमारी स्लीप क्वालिटी, सब बहुत जरूरी है. अब स्लीप क्वालिटी क्यों? आई गो आउट, आई वर्क आउट, आई कम बैक, मैं थक जाती हूँ, और फिर मैं थक जाती हूँ तो नेक्स्ट बेस्ट थिंग इज आई गो टू स्लीप. सो व्हेन आई एम टायर्ड आई गो टू स्लीप. मेरी 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours की मुझे नींद मिल जाती है, और उसके बाद आई एम अ हैप्पी गर्ल इन द मॉर्निंग अगेन. आई लव स्लीपिंग. वैसे ऑनेस्टली आई लव स्लीपिंग, बट टिल द टाइम मुझे नींद आ रही है तब तक तो इट्स ओके. तो जब तक नींद आ रही है तो तब तक आ रही है, अगर नहीं आ रही है तो फिर इट्स अ वेरी बैड थिंग. अदरवाइज आई लव स्लीपिंग. दिस इज, ऐसा नहीं है कि स्पोर्ट्स वाले लोग सोते नहीं है, सोते हैं यार. वी डू स्लीप, वी ऑल्सो लव स्लीपिंग. Yeah, there are people who sleep at 2. There are times when I also sometimes sleep at 2, but I make sure that the consecutive 2-3 days I balance out my sleep. Okay, now next is an emotional benefit. When you become a part of a community, एक taekwondo जैसी community का पार्ट करते हो, बनते हो, तो ऐसा होता है कि यार हमारे आसपास ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो हमें कॉन्स्टेंटली मोटिवेट करते रहते हैं. आई हैव 100 of friends in my community. Each one, if I give them any one of them a call that I am in problem, I need to talk to you. So we are there for each other. They are there for me. सो दिस इज व्हाट इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट कि एक इमोशनल बेनिफिट होता है कि आपके डिप्रेशन के सिम्टम्स, आपके एंजाइटी के सिम्टम्स, एक इमोशनल बैलेंस रहता है ना। आपको हाइक ऑफ गुस्सा आएगा ना आपको हाइक ऑफ वो आएगा। ये एक मिथ है कि जो प्लेयर्स होते हैं ना, जो कोई आउटडोर स्पोर्ट्स खेलते हैं, कोई मार्शल आर्ट, वो बहुत गुस्से वाले होते हैं। नहीं होते। एंगर डिस्ट्रॉयज यू एज अ पर्सन। गुस्सा करो, गुस्सा होना चाहिए, बट गुस्सा सिर्फ अरीना में, गुस्सा वहां पर जहां पर रिक्वायर्ड है। अननेसेसरी एंगर, अननेसेसरी जोश, अननेसेसरी सब will destroy you as a person. And this is I'm speaking my 20 years of experience. Yes. खाली घड़ा ज्यादा बच, I am so I just like these responses. खाली घड़ा ज्यादा बचता है, तो खाली घड़े को बजाते रहोगे तो वो ज्यादा बचता है। खाली घड़ा किसी का काम का नहीं होता unless उसमें सामान ना वो करे। Okay, we go to the next. The role of sport provides an outlet for stress. आपके endorphins release करता है, social interaction बढ़ाता है। और मैं sleep cycle की अगर मैं बात करूँ, okay, let's go to the next cycle, next slide. Okay, इससे पहले I would ask people about their diets, their sleep cycles and everything. अब मैं एक sports person हूँ, ठीक है। हम ये नहीं बोलते आपको कि आप फ्रूट्स, वेजिटेबल्स ये सब इनटेक करो, बट इफ यू आर टेकिंग बहुत ज्यादा एक्सेसिवली जंक फूड, इट इज नॉट गुड फॉर हेल्थ। इफ आई एम अ टीनेजर, सो आई वुड नॉट आस्क यू टू कि वो छोड़ दो, क्योंकि वो होगा नहीं। सो इफ आई आस्क ऑल ऑफ यू, 50 ऑफ यू आर प्रेजेंट हियर, इफ आई आस्क यू दैट कैन यू लीव जंक फूड लाइक फॉर एवर, कैन यू?
Yes.
Give me
Yes,
honest,
for sure.
give me honest answers.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ
Maybe
बिल्कुल।
once in a year I can.
जो
From
yes
last
बोलता है ना।
from last 2 months, I didn't take any of the junk foods.
Yes, ma'am. I also.
Okay, so you guys don't take any junk foods.
I don't like, ma'am.
2-3
From
महीने
last
तो
2
हो
months
गए।
only.
Okay, food for life, so no.
From last 2 months, I didn't take junk food.
Okay, I am very shocked because I have conversations with everybody, every you know teenage, and I find them यार हम तो नहीं छोड़ सकते हैं। Okay, junk food. Okay, तो हम junk food नहीं छोड़ सकते हैं, but what my concept says, मेरा concept ये बोलता है कि अगर आप हफ्ते में एक दिन junk खा रहे हो और बचे हुए दिन you having food, normal food, I think that is a balanced diet. Okay, I didn't remember मैंने समोसा कब खाया था। Very nice, very good. So I was talking about my Taekwondo team, my Taekwondo wo. You can refer to these two pictures. Everybody in this frame, each one, if I give them a call and I say I need help, I need you to come and pick me from anywhere, or I need you to help me out in any stuff, they are there for me. And talking about so I am currently under Taekwondo Organization of Delhi. If you all open up your Instagrams, you can go to Instagram and write Taekwondo Organization of Delhi. So that is an organization that I am a part of. My father is the general secretary of Taekwondo Organization of Delhi, and the entire photo that we have, that is the girls team of the organization, and those above are my friends who have been always there for me and who's always come, who's always been a part. So it is an amazing family that we all have made. Now, what is the spirits of a sportsman? यार यहाँ सारे sportsmen हैं, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि मुझे बताने की जरूरत है. You guys tell me, what do you think are the spirits of a sportsman?
Just
Be
helping,
good, be
supporting and
kind.
Trustworthy.
पॉजिटिवली थिंग्स को पॉजिटिवली लेना, सपोर्टिंग लेना और एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करना इन एवरी सिचुएशन।
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Good
Problem
communication
solving with a
also.
positive intention and positive mindset.
Okay. और मतलब मुझे थोड़ा सा ऐसा कि some हटके answers I need. कुछ ऐसा हटके. But technical answers नहीं, something that's coming from your heart, not technical.
Help our teammates to perform well in the field.
Don't feel.
Understanding each other's intention.
We can do like any difficult task in our life. If somebody gives us challenge, we have a spirit to do that. If we are like sportsmen, then we can never fear, we don't fear about anything else in our life. We can do everything else.
Or just being available, whether it's supporting or helping, even without knowing anyone or any person. Just trying to having the nature of helping or supporting it.
Okay, so the first, thank you everybody for the responses. The first thing, the very first and the foremost thing is just be yourself. जो आप हो ना, बस आप वो रहो. जैसे आप हो, वैसे रहो. If don't change yourself for anybody. A true sportsman is a person who is true to himself or herself. Just be true to yourself. If you're cheating, if you're not doing something, you're doing something that is not good for you, you're doing something that is unethical, तो वो आपको खुद से रियलाइज हो जाना चाहिए कि यार मैंने आज जो किया ना मैंने गलत किया, मुझे नहीं करना चाहिए था. इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू टू बी ट्रू. व्हाट डू यू थिंक? मैं गलतियां नहीं करती हूँ. मैं बहुत गलतियां करती हूँ. आई डू अ लॉट ऑफ मिस्टेक्स इन माई लाइफ एंड आई डोंट नो वेदर माई फैमिली इज वॉचिंग ऑन यूट्यूब और नॉट, बट इफ दे आर वॉचिंग, मैंने सबसे डांट खाई है, मैंने सबसे मार खाई है, बट वो है. बट इफ आई एम स्टैंडिंग हियर एंड स्पीकिंग राइट नाउ, आई गिव द एंटायर क्रेडिट टू माई फैमिली, बिकॉज those people, if they have scolded me, if they had beaten me with their hands, their whatever, so I am standing here speaking. तो अगर आज मैंने मार खाई है और कल मैं उस चीज की गलती को मैंने वो करा, और आई टेल यू, मैंने अपनी लाइफ में बहुत एक्सपीरियंसेस देखे हैं, मैंने बहुत गलतियां करी हैं, मैंने बहुत सारे अच्छे काम भी करे हैं. मेरा लाइफ का ना एक रूटीन है, मैं हर 2 महीने है ना एक ऐसी अचीवमेंट लेती हूँ अपनी लाइफ में जिससे मुझे खुद को लगे कि यार मैं कुछ कर रही हूँ अपनी लाइफ में. जैसे आई एम इन द प्लेसमेंट सेल ऑफ माई कॉलेज. सो इन आवर कॉलेज व्हाट हैपेंस इज, प्लेसमेंट सेल में 400 people apply, and out of those 400 people, only 10 people get selected. I am one of those 10 people in my college, and I am currently the joint secretary of the placement cell. तो मेरी ये अचीवमेंट. फिर मैं अभी कुछ टाइम पहले मैं जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी बनी. एक और एसोसिएशन है मेरी कॉलेज की, मैं उसकी वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हूँ. फिर उसके बाद आईआईटी मद्रास से मेरे पास एक मेल आया, एंड दैट वाज अ वेरी वेरी इमोशनल थिंग फॉर मी, बिकॉज if you guys are the first people of my life and addressing, and with the blessing of God and everybody who's present here, I will make sure that one day you would all see me in one of the TED shows sitting, and I will be speaking. I will definitely mention this, that my first TED show was by IIT Madras, by Dhyanchand's Sports Council. This is something that I'm going to remember for my life. Yeah. Okay, so I have one very interesting story to share with all of you. Okay, so you can see the length of my hair, everybody. You can see the length of my hair. So this is very long, very, very long. Yeah, I had boycott 2-3 years. Yeah, 5 years back, I had a boycott. I don't have any photo for the reference, but I had a boycott, and I'll share you the story of my boycott. I was in a fight. ठीक है, तो क्या होता है कि जनरली हमारे बीच ना कोचेस बैठते हैं. तो अब दोज आर मेल कोच, उन्हें नहीं आता है कि आप कैसे किसी लड़की के बाल बांधते हैं. सो ऑल वी आर आस्क्ड टू डू इज जस्ट कीप आवर हेयर इंटैक्ट. ओके, हम अपने बालों का ऐसा होता है कि जस्ट कीप योर हेयर इंटैक्ट. आई वाज फाइटिंग विद एन ओपोनेंट एंड इट वाज अ फाइट ऑफ गोल्ड मेडल की फाइट थी वो मेरी. तो क्या हुआ, आई वाज वेयरिंग माय हेड, तो बार-बार मेरे बाल खुल रहे थे, अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन. इट वाज जस्ट ओपनिंग एंड दे वर कमिंग ऑन माय फेस. Everybody was looking ki yaar she has the fight and she's not able to, and nobody is allowed in that area. So my mom was not allowed in that area, so she could not tie my hair, and I was so anxious कि मैं खुद ही नहीं वो कर पा रही थी कि यार मैं बाल बांधूं या फिर मैं अपनी फाइट करूं. And unfortunately I lost that fight. Because of that, my father asked me to cut short my hair. So my hair got this short. It was equal to a buzz cut. So like for 6 years I had a buzz cut on my head. So there are certain sacrifices that you have to do in life. Exactly. And my friends used to call him Dangal Dad. ऐसा नहीं है, दंगल मुझसे कोई इंस्पायर्ड नहीं है. और आई विल ऑल्सो शेयर, दिस इज वेरी पर्सनल टू मी. जब मैं दंगल देखने बैठती थी ना, तो जो वो स्क्रीन में वो नहीं आता था कि वो उसकी कटिंग देयर हेयर एंड यू नो दे यूज्ड टू से पापा प्लीज मत काटो, पापा प्लीज मत काटो. I used to weep out, literally weep my tears out. I can feel that scene so much because for a girl, what is important? Her hair, guys, and I swear it was very important to me. And मेरे को स्कूल में पीपल स्टोन, अच्छा देखो लौंडा चल रहा है वो. सो आई हैव फेस्ड अ लॉट ऑफ यू नो दीस थिंग्स आल्सो इन आफ्टर माय बॉयकॉट. माय लाइफ हैड चेंज्ड. बहुत सारी चीजें. बॉयज यूज्ड टू कम रैंडमली पुश मी एंड द नेक्स्ट थिंग दे यूज्ड टू गेट वाज अ स्लैप because they used to think that I am a girl and I'm going to revert back. Used to come push me, but there were few friends of mine who used to cheer me up and say, "अरे तू अपना भाई है, ये तो अपना you know Delhi slang जो होती है ना, when we say Delhi slang, ये तो अपना भाई है." तो so this is a very amazing journey of my 20 years that I have shared. और ये 20 साल की जर्नी मेरे लिए बहुत ही अमेजिंग रही है. मैंने बहुत कुछ देखा है, बहुत कुछ किया है. Okay, now let's go to the balancing art and life. I love traveling. So 3 words I love is I love traveling. I am from Uttarakhand, the valley of mountains. I belong to the divine valley of mountains. You can look at the refer to the pictures. 3 में से 2 फोटोज ऐसी हैं जो मेरे ट्रैवल की है. तो अगर मैं मार्शल आर्टिस्ट हूँ, उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि मैं अपने शौक रोक देती हूँ, मैं अपनी हॉबीज रोक देती हूँ, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती. I have been, मेरा goal is to travel. If you all know, if you are religious, तो 4 धाम होते हैं ना, जो 4 धाम होते हैं. तो I want कि मैं अपने 25 से पहले अपना 4 धाम complete कर लूँ. I have already traveled to Kedarnath. I have already traveled to Tungnath, and both of these treks were my solo treks. I did not go with my family, so these were solo treks of my life. I'm very extremely travel enthusiast, and you can refer to the pictures. So if you guys have not followed me on Instagram, you can also follow me on Instagram. You'll find more travel content out there. Yeah, and I'm also a real. I believe in God a lot because I think if I'm here speaking, talking, IIT Madras has given me an opportunity, and if this has become successful, it's because of my God, my family, and everybody out here. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, balancing your interest and passion. Accept our request. I will be making my account public. Then you guys, everybody's account you'll get the request. Okay, so the day my reel was posted, I got plenty of requests. So I was just monitoring कि कितने requests आते हैं. Time to become an influencer now. Okay, now prioritizing how we balance your interest and passion. If you have interest and if you have a passion towards it, वो चीजें अपने आप बैलेंस हो जाती हैं. ये मैं कितने भी even black belts have private account. Yeah, because I personally think I'd love to keep my things private. I am like such a person, I keep my talent private, I keep my stuff private. So privacy is the keys, guys. Exactly. So if you keep, and one key which is very important, if you are achieving anything in life, if you're about to achieve anything in life, जितना हो सके उतना private रखो, जितना ज़्यादा. Be it anybody. We don't ask you to become an introvert, but if you have a talent, you're about to achieve something, keep it private and blast everybody with your achievements. Do not be vocal about things. Just be vocal about your actions. That is more important. नहीं तो नजर लग जाती है, and nazar is very true, guys. It is very true. Because if people love you, they hate you also. If you are loved by 100, you'll be hated by 1, and that is okay. And one more life tip. One very important life tip. You don't go and answer for everything. If anybody is saying and asking you that, you're bad. If anybody in the meet here says, Vanshika's webinar was boring, Vanshika's webinar was very bad. We felt extremely sleepy. No, I would take it as a compliment, not as a compliment. I would obviously take as a suggestion. I would not come and fight with you. तूने कैसे बोला? Why did you say that? No, because if 100 have one opinion, and if one out of that 100 says that, this is, you were boring, you were that, I will take it as a positive, a positive suggestion from you. That from next time, I will make sure that I'm going to make it more interesting. And I bet you guys, if I would ever get a chance and come and meet you guys personally, I would make it more interesting because I will definitely take it as a constructive criticism. If I get a chance and I'm going to see you personally, so I will make it more interesting. So I was trying, I am making it, so we will all have a session with everybody. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so talking about appreciation, start appreciating the journey instead of the destination. मुझे नहीं पता था when I was born that I'm going to succeed in Taekwondo so high that I will be standing here in front of everybody, sitting here in front of everybody and talking to all of you. I never thought. But what is important is the stepping stones of your life. सीढ़ियाँ होती है ना, सीढ़ियाँ धीरे धीरे. Sometimes you have to climb 100 stairs and sometimes you have to climb only one and you reach your destination. So it is very important कि आप अपनी, and I will tell you guys, if you are facing a lot of failures in life, enjoy the failure. Must failure enjoy करो, क्योंकि when you're gonna look back, you're gonna laugh at it. कि यार क्या? I cry. I'm a very emotional person. I weep my tears out. But I make sure the second I stop crying, I have to work on my goal. This is something I make sure. अगर मैंने रोना बंद कर दिया है, I'm not gonna sit, but I will just keep observing myself and maintain that, मैं कर सकती हूँ. I stand in front. You feel कभी कि ऐसा मुझसे हो नहीं रहा है, कभी ऐसा लगा ना मुझसे नहीं हो रहा. Stand in front of the mirror and say क्यों नहीं हो रहा? What's wrong? What happened? It is okay to cry. And I'll tell you, यहाँ पे ज़्यादा मेल फीमेल जो भी ऑडियंस है, it is okay to cry. It is okay to have failures. It is okay if people are laughing on you. It is okay, no problem. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. पर और अगर consecutive fail हो तो कोई बात नहीं. It is okay. पर जब अपनी डेस्टिनेशन पे पहुंच जाओगे ना और अपने से नीचे देखोगे, याद रखना कि आप भी वहीं से आए हो. Remember that you've come from there only. So you would never push anybody down. And I have this mantra same from whenever I got maturity, that if you are walking and if you have people around you, किसी को नीचे करके मत चलो. Hold one person's hand from here, the other person's hand from here, make a chain and take everybody up. सबको साथ लेकर चलो. Because if you take everybody together, so you have people when you are successful. मैंने बहुत बार देखा है that when people become successful, they don't have people around you. They don't. Because लोग भूल जाते हैं कि हम successful हो गए, उसके बाद हमें किसी के फर्क नहीं. हमें we need people around ourselves. I am a very jolly person. I want 2-3, if I go to parties also, if I go to hangouts also, I want 5-6 people with me so that I can have fun. I love to interact with people. I love to talk. I love to hang out. I love to travel. Even if I was traveling, I was with my friends and we made sure that, we are having fun. So taking everybody together at your successful destination, ताकि यार जब आप party करो ना, तो आपको ऐसे normal random लोगों को बुलाना पड़े. You have your own family with you. You have your own friends with you. There are tendencies when people become successful, they forget what they have achieved, what were their destinations. So it is extremely fine to get failures. मेरा सबसे बड़ा failure was in my, I don't, ask it as a failure, but I was not supposed to be here in India. Back then in 2022, I had applied for my graduation in a foreign country. So this is a very interesting story. when I was my half of the family lives in New Zealand, a part of the world that is just somewhere down, and is a very beautiful country. So it was a dream of mine to always become a part of that country, and graduate from that country, be a part of that country. But 12 years I was studying day and night hard, day and night literally hard, to become a part of that university. But unfortunately, in 2022 or 2020, when I passed my when I passed my 12th, COVID attacked us, and the entire borders were closed. सारे borders बंद हो गए थे. I had no chance, literally no chance, to be a part of that university. But God has a different journey. मैंने जो सोचा था, वो प्लान किया था, वो नहीं हुआ. I am currently a part of one of the top colleges of Delhi universities, whose NIRF ranking is 6, and whose college ranking is 1. So if God did not have that plan for me, He had a next good plan for me. That you be a part of a Delhi University college. And I'm the only person in my family who's a part of Delhi University. So it is okay to have failures. And when I could not make up to that college, मैं बहुत परेशान हुई थी. मैंने सोचा I am left with nothing. I am completely destroyed. I cannot do anything in life. But कुछ नहीं हुआ. I just smiled. I looked up for next options. You always have an option. हमेशा एक ऑप्शन रहता है आपके पास to build yourself. Do not give up. Never, never, never give up. मैं चाहे 2 पंच एक्स्ट्रा खा के, खून निकलवा के, मार खा के घर आ जाऊंगी, but I would never give up. If anybody is hitting me, if anybody is, sometimes there's a difference. अगर कोई मुझे बिना मतलब में बोले जा रहे, ignore. Ignorance is the key. But if you know, and if you have that maturity enough, when to speak and when not to, speak for yourself. Be yourself, speak for yourself, ignore the rest. 3 mantras. That is very important. Okay. So I hope everybody is like motivated or aisa kuch. मैंने अपनी life experience, just take note. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so these are my Instagram handles. I am on LinkedIn as well. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Connect with me on Instagram. We also have the page of Taekwondo Organization of Delhi. So I'll just check the Instagram handle. Just give me a moment. I'll just check out the Instagram name. So it is Taekwondo.Organization of Delhi. So we have our Instagram page that I am a part of. If you are following me, make sure you follow that Instagram page. It has more martial art content, more discipline content. You will get to know what journeys, not only me, but hundreds of people like me who are a part of it. Okay, so we go to the next slide. Don't forget to follow, guys.
Follow back.
Okay, here comes a very enthusiastic part. अब जिसके जितने भी questions हैं,
Aditya, just a second. Aditya, you can take over the question answer round now.
Thank you so much, Vanshika. That was truly such a great and inspiring session. I mean, honestly. The most inspiring thing for me personally was how you balance your, passion and your academics together, because I believe that is what many of us struggle with today, like balancing both the things, having a dilemma of what to focus on. It was really, really great. And the thing that you said about, be vocal about your actions and keep everything private, hustle in privacy, that is also a thing that I resonate with, and I'm sure everyone does. So thank you so much. And let's go ahead with the Q&A. So we have asked for questions from our students through Google Form. So we have a couple of questions. Shall we go ahead, Vanshika?
Yeah, sure.
So the first question is, what initially ignited your passion for martial arts and fitness?
uh, like I said, it's my family, my father. When you born, when you born around and you see that there's a man who's carrying you in this attire, so it is something that has always inspired me. Yeah, jab my dad is doing it, and I personally feel that when you grow up, your parents don't expect and they don't ask you for support. They just expect it from you. So I am here. I'm standing for him as a pillar of support, and the reason I have learned this martial art, because in future I don't want to just be into it as a business. I will be into my corporate life. I have my goals, other goals in life, but I will always be there for him. So it's my father that has ignited that fire in me to be a part of it.
That's really very great, Vanshika, and we are super proud of you as well as your dad. But we would like to know that not everybody has an access to online to resources in the real world, right? Not everybody can afford proper training and everything. So, how will you guide the people who wish to begin this journey through the online resources that are available for free?
Okay, so there are certain online resources that we have with us. If you want, I generally host a weekly, workshops with people. I do take workshops. We also have online resources that is available in a PDF form that we have all made. I will share it with you all guys once this ends. You can circulate it among those people. And if you want to have a one-to-one coaching session, if you want to have a one-to-one, you can approach me on my Instagram. You can just approach there that you want to have a one-to-one coaching session, or you are keen towards learning. Then I can take out time of my time of my daily days, and give you time, give you guys, if you all are willing, because if anybody is coming and willing to be a part of this journey, they have to be enthusiasts. They have to be someone who is keen on learning, so that मुझे भी सिखाने में मजा आए.
That's really great, Vanchika. We are super proud of people like you who are willing to, share their resources in this arena. Also, as you spoke about your academic journey and academic achievements, we would love to know how did you strike a balance between your academic accomplishments and your sports accomplishments?
Okay, so I will take it from my class 10th. I had 94% in my class 10th, and my routine used to be is to get up in the morning, get ready for school, come back, get ready for my tuition classes, and I used to make sure that my tuition classes and my taekwondo classes always, maintained their timings. So I used to have my tuition class from 4 to 6, and then 6 to 7 I used to have my taekwondo class. So when I used to be juggling from 2 घंटे की पढ़ाई, तो वो 2 घंटे की पढ़ाई के बाद when I used to go to my classes, so a fresh mind, a fresh mindset. And for me, my academics was my and is till date my priority. Everything is secondary, but my academics is my priority. I think if you are an intellect and an educated person and you gain such an martial art with yourself, आप उस चीज़ के साथ आगे बढ़ते हो तो आप एक एजुकेटेड टीचर बनते हो, एक एजुकेटेड इंसान, एक एजुकेटेड मेच्योरिटी आती है. सो आई हैव ऑलवेज बैलेंस थिंग्स आउट. उसके बाद 10th 11th I had the same routine. Then my class 12th, I am a class 12 score of 97.75%, and it is not difficult guys. इतना मुश्किल नहीं होता है. Hardly an hour of practice, but years of time. Hour of practice and years of time, which is required. जो बस आपको करते रहना है and without stopping. Yet I had a very simple life. Till my class 12th, I never went to parties. I never went out for hangouts. No, I didn't. Because I was always told that till class 12th, you have to be serious. So till class 12th, I was serious. No parties, no hangouts. My family was my friends. My friends were my family. So that was it. So I was a very people who know me, they would know that I never in my till I was 18-year old, I never used to go for hangouts, clubbing, parties, and drinks. No, nothing. Because I had my goal very clear. I had to know कि यार मैं एक बार अपना ये एज पार कर लूँ ना, जो मेरा सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट लाइफ का एज है, उसके बाद there's no one else stopping me. Now I go chill out with my friends, I go for parties, I go for trips. Nobody stops me because they know that I am achieving some part of my life, and I'm on my verge to achieve. So this is the balance that I take out, and it is not different. It is not at all difficult. It is very, very easy.
Okay, so Vanshika, another question. We all have days like, when we don't feel like getting up, when we don't feel like doing any hard work, even if it's your passion. There are some lazy days. In basketball, we have a thing called Mamba mentality, inspired from Kobe Bryant. So, and we all know that sometimes consistency and discipline are more important than motivation, because motivation fades away over time. The only two things that matter are consistency and discipline. So how do you stay consistent and disciplined?
Okay, so this will come as a shocker to you guys. I am also a basketball player. So I have been doing basketball since I was in my ninth grade. So I have participated in my CBSC clusters, zonals. I've also played state basketball. So one reason I joined basketball was because I was short-heighted girl. So people always used to say me, "यार तो छोटी height में क्या करेगी?" But I pulled myself into a game where height was a criteria. And my coach used to use me. How used to use me? एक side of the court से दूसरे side of I used to just juggle the ball, run as fast and do the basket. So जो basketball mentality है कि बहुत जरूरी है आपके लिए, and at any point of time that you feel that नहीं हो रहा है, सबसे ज्यादा important is recovery. If your body is not recovered, you should not perform any art, be it gym, be it basketball, be it any martial art. Recovery is very important. आप रिकवर करो. रिकवर करने के बाद अपने आप यू विल फील दैट ओके आई एम फ्रेश. व्हाई डू यू थिंक दैट यू डोंट विश लाइक डूइंग एनीथिंग? ईदर यू हैव अ स्ट्रेस ऑफ समथिंग, ईदर यू आर नॉट रिकवर्ड. तो जब मेरी बॉडी ही मेरे साथ नहीं है तो मैं वो चीज कैसे करूंगी? सो अगर मंडे पूरे हफ्ते में एक दिन संडे आता है, तो आपके गेम को भी तो एक संडे मिलना चाहिए ना. सो वन संडे इज रिक्वायर्ड, वन रेस्ट डे इज रिक्वायर्ड. बहुत जरूरी है वो. एंड अगर लगता है तुम्हें कि यार नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं होता, इट्स ओके. वी आर ह्यूमंस. It is okay to rest. It is okay to take breaks. But if you think that your break is extending for a long time, then you have to work on yourself. Motivate yourself. Get up in the morning. What's happening with you? And कभी कभार क्या होता है, people are like there are two types of people. एक होते हैं night owls, एक होते हैं the early morning bidders, जो सुबह सुबह उठ के. Just understand कि आप क्या हो. Like if you are an early morning bidder or you are a night owl, you cannot change yourself. अगर मैं सुबह नहीं उठ सकती तो मैं नहीं उठ सकती. मैं फिर अपना वर्कआउट शाम में करूंगी. और अगर मैं रात में जल्दी सोती हूँ तो मैं सुबह जल्दी उठ सकती हूँ. So you have to understand that, and it's okay to have rest days. It is important for you to recover, and it is important for you to motivation कभी कभार ऊपर नीचे साइन वेव की तरह ऊपर नीचे होती रहती है. It is okay. So yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, being a woman and having achieved such so many great things in both the field of martial arts and academics as well, do you feel have you experienced that people treat you different socially, or they get intimidated when you tell them about your achievements in the field of martial arts, like, oh, she is a kick-ass woman or something? Do they treat you like that differently?
Not exactly. I have been treated differently. Yeah, there is this key. Okay, yeah, she is learning martial art. She knows this, so you have to be little careful. So I've experienced there are people, unless I go and talk to them now, they would always feel that I have a lot of attitude. I am not approachable. They cannot come and talk to me. So I have felt that. And there are a lot of intimidating people. There are people who've been intimidated by me. बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जिन्हें लगता है कि यार ये औरत है कैसे कर रही है. बट nonetheless my father has always told me कि it is okay. If you have good people, you have bad people as well. And I personally have this funda in my mind: men, women are same. And it is a true fact. I will take this forward also कि somewhere down the line we also know that men are physically strong. They are. That is वो होता ना कि जिंदगी की रीत है कि यार they are made strong. Their hormones are like that. But women are also no less. So both of them are at equal pace. अगर मैं ऐसे बोलूं कि यार women power, no, men power also. I am not a feminist. I will also say we will take men and women together. We will work on both their rights together. They both are different but equal. That's very true. So I am intimidated by people, but touch wood, I have never experienced in my life that there are people who say कि यार तू औरत है तू कैसे कर रही है. Never, because that's what I belong to a community जहाँ पर my mother is 45 years old. She is in Taekwondo. So we are born and brought up in such a family. Our community is very beautiful, and if I've experienced anything like this, it is from outside my community, where people don't know us. And if anybody who comes and attacks us like this, my community is there to stand up. So it is a very beautiful community.
Okay, so I think we are done with the question. Now, if someone has a question, they can put in the chat box.
Aditya, we have questions in the chat box. You can address those as well.
Okay, people, you can ask me questions. I was getting a lot of questions in between.
Okay, so the first one, let's take it from the bottom. Kshitij is asking, do we exhale while punching or stop breathing entirely?
You don't have to stop breathing. If you stop breathing, you will lose your consciousness. So the technique goes like this. Once you're attacking or you're getting ready for the move, you inhale, make your breath strong, and when you push your breath out, when you push your punch out with the push of the breath, you exhale. So it happens in fractions of seconds. You don't have to hold on your breath, because if you hold on to your breath, the oxygen will not go to your brain, and if it will not go to your brain, you'll become unconscious. So you do not hold your breath. It's like in fractions of seconds you'll have to do it. Who decides the belt rank? Okay, this is a very nice question. So the belt rank is decided by the governing bodies. So like I told you, Taekwondo Organization of Delhi is the governing body who governs the entire functioning of Taekwondo in Delhi. I am a white belt. We have quarterly, 6 months and yearly belt examinations. So every 6 months, every quarter, people learn Taekwondo. They go to their test. We take their test. We ask them, to perform whatever you've learned. Ask them theory questions that I have taught you right now, and ask them everything. And then if they appear that test in an outstanding or fantastic manner, we promote them. We promote them by giving them a 1 belt upgradation, 2 belt upgradation, and a 3 belt upgradation. So this is how the process is. I need to just look into the questions. Just give me a moment. Some basic martial art to do at home, since we don't have much time to join the community. More than martial art, I think you should just focus on your fitness. How fit you are. आप इतना नहीं टाइम होता है मार्शल आर्ट सीखने का, एवरीबडी नोज, बट यू हैव टू, फर्स्ट स्टेप इज टू मेंटेन योर फिटनेस. आप अपने आप को फिट रखो, एक्सरसाइज करो, योगा करो. जब आप फिट हो जाओ, उसके बाद अपने आप ही आपकी बॉडी एक ऐसी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, एक स्टैमिना जनरेट करेगी जो विच इज इक्विवेलेंट टू अ मार्शल आर्टिस्ट. Okay, I would like to ask, if someone doesn't have a partner to train on, what routine can someone take to ensure they practice in? Okay, if you don't have a partner, अभी मेरे पास पार्टनर नहीं है, मैं कैसे कर रही थी? You take an, for example, okay, this is a cushion. This is my partner. I want to practice punches. I'm going to hit the cushion. The cushion will not hit me back because it's soft. So if you don't have a partner, you can use a cushion. You can use a pad, or you can use a dummy types. Take a teddy, beat a teddy, or a punching bag.
I believe we are done with the questions. Does anyone have any other questions? They can write in the chat box.
Okay, the techniques. Just techniques you discussed earlier would be enough for one time or to reach. Okay, so the techniques that I've taught you, nothing comes into perfection like once. You have to completely, slowly practice those techniques, either with somebody or alone, or you imagine a scenario in your head and practice. So more and more you practice, it is important for you to just grab onto that technique. Utna zaruri hai. Okay, anybody else? Okay, every belt has a
Best
meaning.
time to do exercise.
What?
What is the best time to do exercise?
Like I said,
Yoga, meditation, and these taekwondo type martial arts.
I would say it depends completely on you. So if you're a morning person, you do it in the morning, because if you're a morning person and you do an exercise in the morning, you become fresh. But if you think that it's very difficult for me to get up in the morning and don't do it, take your evening time. जब evening snacks वाला time होता है, grab your snacks, go out for your practice, go out for your meditation. And if you are keen at doing meditation, prefer doing meditation in the morning and physical fitness activities in the evening. So there is that. So once you do that physical fitness activity in the evening, you have your night time to recover your body. So meditation to calm your brain in the morning and physical fitness in the evening. Okay, have you had any
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, significant injuries, if I had any. I had many injuries. So if I call myself a player, I have been, literally smashed by many other players also. So there are many injuries that happened. So I was in my nationals, if I share my experience, I was hit on my lower abdomen and I could not. That was the first round. The girl kicked me in my lower abdomen and I was fainted. I could not get up. So it was a very, but the next thing I remember was I got up that I have to fight. So injuries are a part of martial arts. Injuries are a part of, there was a very, an injury that was in my friends only. We had a competition last year and he was into a fight and he got so engrossed in that fight that his shoulder dislocated. और किसी का शोल्डर डिसलोकेट हो जाता है ना, तो इट इज लाइक वो जिंदगी भर, इट स्टेज विद यू लाइफ टाइम. But look at the spirit of the guy. He's still with us. He's still ready to fight. He's still, being a part of. He is wishing to be a part. So injuries is just matter of time. We recover with it. We come back again. Okay, we go to the next question. How can I? Whom have you made injured the most? I have never injured anybody because I have always this thing that if I injure anybody, it's the other person will also one day injure me. Okay, so I have never injured anybody. I have always fought with techniques. I have always fought with my fight system. So I've never injured. Yeah, I do sometimes injure people who who are not in their proper behavior. I do that, but I've never in my fight because when we are fighting, there is a code of conduct that is followed, that if you win with points, you win with self respect. You don't win by injuring anybody. मैं किसी को मार के खुश नहीं होंगी कभी भी. If I will win with my points, not with injuring somebody or hurting anybody, because if that person gonna hurt me, I also not like it. Okay.
Okay, so Vanshika, I believe we are done. Or if someone else has any questions, we can wait. You can type those in the chat box.
Honestly, I was not expecting I'm going to answer such questions and so many questions. I'm liking it. It's too good to quit academics for sports. No, it's not. It's not. It is not important for you to quit academics for sports. I think that would be the worst decision of your life if anybody would say sports छोड़ दो पढ़ाई के लिए. No. I am a live example. I have many friends who are a live example, who are a scholar, who are in their IITs, IIMs, and one more thing I would also mention. There was a person who was asking about certificates. So the certificates that you get after each belt test, each competition, each any fight, that is worth a point. That means in your college admissions, in your IITs, in your IIMs, the certificates that you're getting, my CV, like the second half of my CV is full of my Taekwondo achievements. And when I sit in any interview and I talk about it, they just ask me to, just speak. Because if you leave such a sports, you would have nothing to speak in your life. Nobody is more interested to know what you've done academically. Academics में जो आपने किया वो तो आपके CV में है. जो आपने co-curricular अपने किया है वो कैसे पता चले? And I tell you, in future you're going to sit for placements. You will sit for your interviews. They will ask you a question: how do you maintain your work-life balance? So leaving academics, leaving this for sports for your academics, it's a wrong decision. Do you hit your knuckles or finger? I just have to just read this question. Do you hit with your knuckles or the finger part of your fist? Okay. So when I close my fist, this is my fist. This part, this, you bang. Okay, so we barely use the knuckle, but we make sure that this has more impact. Knuckle would hurt anybody, so it's like you're gonna hit. If you're gonna hit, you're gonna hit with this part of your, that is the finger part. And if you hit with the finger part, automatically the knuckle will smash. So you will not purposely hit with your knuckles, but you will hit with your fingers. And in Taekwondo, we have pull back punches. So once you put your punch forward, we pull it back. We don't, we don't do these punches. These are the punches in boxing. We do the football, the pull back punches. Is it advisable to learn martial arts from basic? Okay, so it is advisable to learn martial arts from basic sources. You can vouch for YouTube videos of martial art. You can vouch for an ITF organization's website that would give you entire details about what are the theory parts. Vouch for any video on YouTube, basic self-defense videos, and you will get to know. Anything else, anybody? Okay, I think the questions are over. Don't call me ma'am. I'm just a part of you guys only.
Okay, so Vanshika, one last question from our side. What are your future goals or aspirations? Where are we gonna see the name Vanshika Fulara in the papers again for the first?
Okay, so like I said, this is the journey of my TED speaker session. So you will see definitely if things go well with time, every one of the top TED speakers in the coming years. And I will take my martial arts to greater heights. We are planning, and we have a council that develops. Currently, we hold somewhere around 45 schools in Delhi, and we're a team of more than 350 people. So our goal and our dream is to make this organization achieve big and big. I'm getting into various corporate offices just to enhance not just taekwondo within students, but within the people of elderly age, so that their work-life balance is maintained. And let's see what happens. Hoping for the best.
Great, great, Vanshika. Okay, so as we near the conclusion of this enlightening webinar, I'd like to take a moment to express gratitude to everyone who has been a part of this event. Your participation and enthusiasm have made this webinar surprisingly a great success. A special thanks to our guest speaker, again, Vanshika. It was truly a pleasure to have you with us today, and we would really like to have more in depth interactive sessions with you in the future. As we wrap up, I encourage all of you to carry the knowledge and inspiration you have gained today into your lives, whether through martial arts, sports, or simply simply embracing a healthier and more active lifestyle. Thank you once again for being a part of this webinar, and we look forward to seeing you in future events. Thank you, Vanshika, and
Thank you
all
so
the best
much,
for your
everybody.
future endeavors.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being an amazing audience. It was a lovely experience, and I would always remember this. Thank you. And I'd like to thank Manya for approaching me. She was the one who approached me. So thank you so much, Manya. Thank you, the council, for giving me an opportunity. Thank you, Aditya, for being a wonderful host. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you to each and everyone, and thank you to especially the coordinators and host. Thank you.